Good evening, dear friends. Greetings to all curious viewers who decided to find out why their hands are always cold even in the summer. Even in the scorching heat, your hands and feet always remain cold. Today, you will finally find out why this happens and how to warm your hands with the heat of your own blood circulation. Why does it decrease? Why does it get worse? What's the reason? Even if the vessels are all right? No atherosclerosis, nothing. So why are the hands still cold even in the heat? To determine what to do, here's such a test. To start, go to the mirror. You can take off your top clothes. I won't do this right now, of course. This will be on our paid channel. Just kidding. I won't undress for any amount of money. Anyway, take your hand first and evaluate its color. Look, it might be pale. Or on the contrary, the color might be bluish. Look at the back of the hand. It might be more burgundy than the color of the rest of the skin. It's even better to compare it with the belly. Someone might say, my hands are more tanned than the rest of my body. Possibly, but now we'll check if that's the case. Compare it now, especially if it's winter. You no longer have a tan. Has it faded from your garden tending or from the sea trip? And look at the color of your belly with the color of your hand. Do they differ or not? Compare the right and the left hand as well now. Raise your hand like this, above your head, as if you're reaching for the sun. Hold it for about 15, 20, 30 seconds. Just raise your hand and hold it like this. Lower it then. Compare it. Look at me. Can't you see? I think I have it too. So, the color of the hand, you see, has become lighter. Just like that, it turns out that the doctor who's showing you this is sick himself. Unsubscribing. That's how we hold the hand. Let it go. And look, the color turned out to be different. What does it mean that it has become lighter? This one is dark, this one is light. The tan is gone now. We're tanning asymmetrically now? It reminds me, we once went on a beach with my class. A woman was lying next to us. She fell asleep and was lying on her side like this. As the rain began drizzling, people started leaving. A raindrop woke her up too. The rain was falling on her face. When she woke up, she realized half of her body was now tanned. And we said, oh well, I only tanned one side. No problem, I'll tan the other one tomorrow. And then, from the next day, the rain started and didn't stop until the next year, and so she went all year half-burned. Maybe you saw that woman. Maybe she even looks like this to this day. Such cases happen. So, friends, what to do? We held down the hand and it changed the color again. This is a sign of venous insufficiency. Venous outflow. There are many obstacles in its way. First of all, from the hands, when our blood goes up, the main obstacle is the pectoralis minor muscle. The second obstacle is the forearm muscles. To determine where we need to work more, at the level of the pectoralis minor or at the level of the forearm, here is such a test, the second one. You raise your hand like this, as if you want to ask to go to the bathroom in school. Or maybe you know the correct answer all of a sudden. Hold it like this. We also hold this position for 15 to 20 seconds. Here, in this position, your venous outflow from the hand improves, but at the same time, the one from the pectoralis minor muscle remains the same. Here in this position, where we held our hand like this, there we improved the venous outflow and checked whether the pectoralis minor muscle obstructed the outflow. Let's see. Most likely, my problem isn't caused by the pectoralis minor muscle. Let's see here. Look, the color is different again. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but I can see it. Believe me, because I did the vision exercise from the last video. You can also check it out if you have poor vision. So, what to do now? What's next? In a few seconds, the color gradually returns. You can perform the same test with your legs here. What you do here? You lie on your back like this near the wall. Put one leg up like this on the wall. Put it like this. on the poster so as not to dirty the wall. Hold it for a while and check. See, it did become a little lighter and a little darker. Just take off your shoes before doing this. So let's start with the hands first. To correct the venous outflow disorder, we will need a special massage chair. Manufactured by the Shumerlinsky Massage Combine named Ivan Ivanov. The one who developed this chair in 1975 specifically for massage. As you can see, the chair's backrest is specially made, not sharp, but sufficiently round, which allows to successfully work on their forearm muscles, which we will divide into 3 groups, despite the anatomy and their names. This will be our central group, right here in the middle. Here will be the outer group, if we turn your hand palm forward like this. If someone wants to show off, you can say lateral. And here is the medial, which means the inner muscle group. If anyone is interested in the name of the muscles, there are several layers here. Here there is a superficial layer of muscles, a deeper one. Here are the fingers, flexors of the hand, superficial deep flexor of the fingers, flexor at the elbow, radial flexor of the wrist, the shoulder radial muscle. As you can see, there are quite a lot of muscles and our vessels and nerves pass between them. When we will be processing and handling all this with you now, you will try to do it with me at the same time. And then we will try to repeat this test with you at the end. Let's see if there is any result or all these attempts to change something are in vain. In general, watch. We start to work a little above the waist, well, about 3 of your fingers, 3 inches from the wrist, from this bend. So 3 forefingers. Put your hand on the back of the chair and start working it out. If you're already feeling the slight pain from the weight of your own hand, that's good. If not, you should put some extra pressure, and there are also pronation and supination muscles there. Pronation makes such a movement inward, while supination turns the wrist outward. They also have great significance for the stabilization of both the elbow joint and the radio-ulnar joint. Sometimes, when these muscles are weak, instability can even occur. They start to wobble a bit. The bones begin to strengthen the interosseous membrane. In general, along the central line, this is how you work it out. First of all, these muscles in certain places really feel painful. Here, we work all the way up to the beginning of the elbow bend, right here. We do all this gently. Painful areas are affected. But you stop at every point for a while longer. Out of respect for screen time, I won't be doing it for that long, so that your TVs and phones won't have to be recharged. Or you can watch this again at an increased speed several times. But you do it slowly, gently. This was our central line here. Now further along the inner part. This is mainly our elbow flexor here. The muscles are also often in such an elevated tone, under tension. And it happens that due to its tension, due to the tension of this muscles, 2 fingers go numb. Pinky finger and ring finger. That's what we first worked through in the center. Whoever has the other 3 fingers numb, that is, the thumb. Who knows the names of the rest? Write it in the comments. That's right, index and middle fingers. Here they are. Those who constantly study anatomy, they know these names, they don't get confused. We're working on the elbow flexor now. It can also be a bit painful. Even at the moment when you work out these muscles, don't be afraid if your fingers bend like this. You're just affecting the muscle. The muscles that bend the fingers, they start from here. Imagine, many didn't know about this, now you know. And this part here, this is how you work it out. The inner part is right there. Now you have something to do. Now you won't just be sitting on your chair, but will be doing something useful while you're at work. You'll turn your chair around like this and will start improving your health. Just like that, we're working these muscles out. The back of the chair should not be sharp. It shouldn't be pressing on your hand too much. To prevent this, you can put something on top of chair. For example, a feather shawl, the Downey Ornberg shawl, or something else. And work your muscles out. After you're done, you can look at the condition of your hands. Maybe there is already some change. Look, this one seems lighter, right? That's because the venous outflow is now better. It helps to improve both blood inflow and improve blood outflow further. The next level is for those who had more effect when holding their hand up like this. We need to work out the pectoralis minor muscle. Here, of course, special balls help. You can use tennis balls, you can use massage balls, you can use special balls from pet stores for dogs. Big dogs chew these balls like this, and the balls withstand it all. Such balls, they are durable. You buy it once, and it's enough to work out your muscles for the rest of your life. Any muscles, not just the pectoralis minor. Here, the pectoralis minor muscle is located under the pectoralis major muscle. Right here. Exactly at the level of 3rd, 4th, and 5th vertebrae. It attaches here and starts from the coracoid process of the scapula. The coracoid process of the scapula, such a formation. Here, in the form of a crow's beak. Under it, we have a vessel with a nerve bundle passing through. What does this mean? This is simultaneously an artery, a vein, and a nerve, which then divides here to the brachial, radial, and median, 3 nerves. And here you put it. It's okay if you don't hit the pectoralis minor muscle right away. You put the ball here, stand near the wall is right in front of you, and you start moving. A little to the right, a little to the left. You work out this muscle. A sign of its shortening is the shoulder moving forward like this. If you do this, you will notice that they slightly move this way. How to do it? Look, for example, you have a wall. There's a ball. You put it here. And so, holding the ball between yourself and the wall, move a little to the right, a little to the left, like this. You work it out below. The same principle as we did with the hand. You can also move up and down a little. But these actions are enough for the affected area. If there's some seriously painful area, press on it and hold for a minute, 1 or 2 minutes. Some viewers may already notice some changes in their hands. You already want to write good comments. You already want to finally subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and continue watching. Now, what to do with the legs? Legs are no less important than hands, it turns out. And therefore, we also need to remove obstacles here on the way of blood flow. But there is also one muscle here. Well, 2 muscles. The first one, as you've already guessed by analogy with the hand, when we worked on this part, we now do it here, the calf muscle, the piriformis muscle. There are several of them. So, you have to work them out. Here you can also use a chair you have at home. You can do this with the help of a chair, or you can do it with the help of rollers, special rollers. I'll show you. How do we use the chair? Let's say you sat somewhere to watch TV. So, you put the chair in front of you like this. Put your leg up like this and work your muscles out against the back of the chair. Again, if it's too painful, put something soft on top. Do this gently and divide it into several parts: the outer, inner, and middle part. And so, work everything out almost to the bend of the knee joint. You don't need to work out the bend yourself. You can do this with the help of a chair. You just need to find the right position. Or you can use massage rollers. Should I show it with the rollers too, or not? Well, okay, I'll show it. So, friends, you can also use such a massage roller if you don't have chairs at home. This is how you lie down. You can lie down right here like this, just chilling. That's how you lie down and relax. You can even put another leg on top. So, you do this while massaging and working out your muscles. You relax while massaging and working out your muscles. Right here, right here. Again, if you find a particularly painful spot, hold there for a while. Work it out like this. But this muscle requires periodic work. Even if you have completely removed the pain from the calf muscle, it is still desirable to work it out once a week for prevention, because the load is constantly going on these muscles. Or vice versa, the load might be insufficient. So, as our Chinese friends say, the legs are where old age begins, so keep your legs in good condition. So, what's next? This is all analogous to the forearm. Now a bit more interesting, how to make it to improve the blood inflow-outflow. Here we have a pectoralis minor muscle, and here the leading muscles prevent this. That's why the spasm of the leading muscles often causes venous, lymphatic outflow disruption, sometimes even blood inflow. What are we doing with you? Here's this roller. I'll show a few options now. This roller can be squeezed between the legs like this, so you work either up and down or slightly forward and backward. Here, starting from the inner surface of the thigh, just above the knee joint. Then, on the middle part of the thigh, like this. If it's already painful, you can hold it at one point. But don't press too hard so as not to overdo anything. Then, a little closer, and so you work out the entire inner surface. And here at the same time, you will get it from both sides. This is the first option. The second option, you can put your leg like this. Here you can straighten it a little, bend a little, whatever you want. And in this way, you also work out this entire inner part of the thigh. That's how you can turn around. Find such a position of the legs in which all these muscles of the inner surface of the thigh are at your disposal. These are the leading muscles. There are several of them. You need to keep them in good condition if you want to maintain the blood supply to your legs in good condition. If you also work on the front surface of your thigh, it will be even better. You can turn your leg like this, put it on your stomach. You lie like this. You can two at once or one at once. For those who are uncomfortable in this position, if the roller is too big, you can slightly reduce its size. We also work on the front surface of the thigh, but if you work on the inner surface, it will be good. So, friends, the legs have been updated. You already want to dance. You already want to use your hands somewhere. They are already pulling somewhere to do good things. So, what now? See, if you worked on one hand, it became a little lighter. Now, it means you have to do the second one. Because the venous outflow has improved. Those who have problems with inflow, they might initially have a paler hand. Try it too. It should also help. Well, friends, these were the exercises that you need to do now. Until the new broadcasts. See you next week.